ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Diamond Select Toys action figure review on the brand new Marvel Select Captain America. I gotta give a big thanks to Diamond Select Toys for sending out this sample to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from DST, check them out. Link is in the description below, and all opinions in this video are of my own. Finally, happy to have one in hand right over here. Cannot wait to crack this thing open. God, man, it looks dope, and I love the artwork right over there. Looks like classic Kirby to me. And then on that back, you can see some product shots over there. You get some options, and then there's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Nothing much more on the side, top or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Select figures, you can do so.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Captain America out of the packaging, utilizing one of his 3 display options. I guess technically you can get more than 3 display options with this figure, but holy crap, I'm really happy with this Captain America figure, man. Oh, there's a lot of really good stuff to look at over here. I will mention gripes, though. There are some weird things going on with the proportions that we're going to get into for sure, but I gotta say, there's a lot of impressive stuff going on with this figure, especially with the accessories. So let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So the accessories really make this figure quite awesome. Like, they really pushed this figure over the edge. I really love the accessories over here. So you get 3 sets of hands, an even set of fist hands, shield holding hands, and flat hands or saluting hands. And then you get 1 pointing finger hand right over here. You get the 2 shields, and then you get the belt strap right here, and then you get the harness, and then you get these 3 interchangeable heads. Looking at the hands, I gotta say they look really good. Well, that index finger looks a little on the extra long side, but I love the black paint wash over these. It looks really nice, and I'm going to demonstrate how to get him to hold his shield in just a second. I just want to show these off first real quick. Then you have the belt strap right over here, or the belt anyway, with some nice silver paint on there. I wanted to say black paint for some reason, but I really like how this clips around the figure nicely. Like, it's not one of those weird clips where it's irritating to take it on and off. I could just demonstrate for you really quick. It's just putting it around the figure, and then it just pegs right in there, super easy, no editing right there. I just got it all on there, super fast, super easy, comes off very easily. With the harness over here, it's even easier. You just, throw the arms back, you got that, you know how that works. But you do have a hole in the back right over here, which is made for storing the shield if you want to do that. You can see the nice silver paint apps right over there. Getting into the shields, I think these both look fantastic. I do see a little bit like of a filament stuck in the paint right there, which is kind of irritating, but it's a minor nitpick. But I really love how they've done this where you have 2 pieces over here, so you could remove this and then port this right onto the strap right there. And that looks really good, very easy to do. But what's also awesome about this feature is that, if you have Cap holding it like this and you don't want a pentagram or whatever, well, then you could just change it and rotate this as you like and have it that way. And then you get some nice leathery details right here on these straps right here on the inside as well. That just looks really good. And then you get a similar feature right here with the classic shield, which is all painted out very nicely. I really like that. This looks so dope on the inside, and it rotates around the same way, so you could change things up. You could have him, stabbing at bad guys and everything if you want him to. Now, to get him to hold the shield, you got to take the hand and make sure that you move this hinge back or up like that, so it's facing the back of the hand. That way, you could go ahead and weave this hand through here, which is not the easiest thing to do, but not the hardest thing to do. And then you're going to straighten out that peg while it's attached. And then you're going to go ahead and attach that to the figure like so. Just make sure you aim properly, and then you can just shove in like there, and that's what's worked best for me. And then you could rotate this around as you like. Very cool. And then you get the 3 head sculpts, and I think they all mostly look really good as far as the sculpt goes, but the paint on this right here has some weird extra peach stuff going around the chin and everything, so I don't like that. That looks a little bit sloppy to me, but I do like the sculpt. I like the smirk. I like this classic look right over here. And then you have a more contemporary hooded or cowled version with the black in front. I think this looks cool as well. This is actually my favorite head sculpt, but unfortunately, mine did come with a little nick on the chin. And I tried to take it off, but that was just from paint coming off of the flesh tone. Which, by the way, I really love that you could swap the heads between these, and they did this little thing over here. I don't know if it was an afterthought, but they carved out this little piece right over here in the inside of the heads so that the Adam's apple doesn't get in the way when you make him look down. I really love that attention to detail. All three of the heads have that. Then you can have the cowl down right over here, and then you have your Steve Rogers head, which looks really good. Kind of looks like the old school Captain America that we'd seen from Hasbro Marvel Legends. So you can see on this older Marvel Legends Commander Steve Rogers, almost the same likeness, not exactly. And then this is the more recent Marvel Legends Steve Rogers head sculpt that we've seen with the 20th anniversary Captain America. So I do like this though. I like the big strong chin. Looks pretty dope. But unfortunately, you will see some weird scuffage right over here, and there's a little bit of like a skinned knee paint detail, right? Or skinned chin, skinned knee. It's almost like he fell on his chin though, right? Like that time I farted on my friend's face while he was sleeping and then he chased me and then he fell on his chin. I felt bad, but then at the same time the whole thing was just hilarious. Now, it is worth mentioning that when you are swapping the heads, I tend to pop off this head and tend to get a little frustrated with just having the neck here. If you turn it all the way around and bend it in one direction or another, you're going to find a spot where you can dig your thumbnail in there and pick it off. So just keep rotating it around until you find a spot where you can dig your thumb in there, and then that'll help. Getting that back on there and getting a good look at the figure. I love this little thing with the scale mail. At first, I was a little skeptical with that. I usually like to see it fully done like how they did with this older Marvel Select Captain America. I think I still prefer that, but I also really like this. Like, I love how the scales came out, and I love how you have this black overtone throughout over here, coming in and out on the figure. Not every single spot. I just feel like the chest is a little extra puffy. I don't know. It kind of works with the rest of the figure because the legs are extra long, but you know, the big old seam right here in the middle and the inflated star, it just looks a little bit too puffy to me. Like, he should be buffed. It's Captain America, but I don't know. You see what I'm talking about? It doesn't look awful. It just kind of stands out a bit. And the arms look pretty good over here. They're painted, and you get a little bit of a scuff right over there. There's looking at the gloves again. I like the black paint over the red sections, and you get the nice looking stripes right over there. There's a crotch, and then you can see you get a little bit of gappage over here, and these legs do look a little extra long to me. It's not so much the thighs, a little bit with the thighs for sure, but it's really, I think the calf section right here is extra long. I do prefer pinless joints, but I would rather have the double jointed knees than not having the double jointed knees. And you can't really see those pins that much, you know, when it's the same color, but still prefer the pinless. But yeah, it's this section right over here I feel like is a little too extra long. Like going with their first Captain America, you can see the distance between where the foot starts and where that cuff ends. It's like a really long, slender lower half of the leg right over there. So I think that could have been a little bit shorter. But, you know, getting some boot details on here would have been cool as well. I would have liked to have seen that. And you get peg holes right there under the feet. And then there's a Captain America butt. And he does have a peg hole right over here for a display stand, which I'm not going to utilize, but I'm still happy that they thought of it. Yeah, you can see those proportions from a bit farther away over here. Those legs are a bit too long. Anyway, I do really like the articulation. Diamond's made 16 points of articulation go a long way over here with the neck and head joints. You can get them to look very far upward, which is awesome. And he does look all the way down as well. You do get side-to-side motion and great head pivoting. No butterfly joints, but the shoulders will move outward and reach the 90-degree mark right there. You can bend them in that far. They will flay outward a little bit right down here. And you can rotate a full 360. You have the bicep swivel. You have the double-jointed elbows. And then all the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down and are flaky. You will get little bits of red paint chipping throughout over here. And then you can see we have a diaphragm cut, which unfortunately, while it turns side to side, it does not bend forward nearly as much as I'd like it to. So that's frustrating. It will bend back a whole bunch more so, but I really wish this could bend forward more than that. And then you do get some pivoting right here, and you do have a waist cut. By the way, I did not have to heat up the figure, just to let you guys know. And then you have hips that move outward very far, so he can do the splits. And then you can get him to kick upward a bunch and back only a tiny bit. There is a secret thigh swivel or hip swivel in there. You get the double jointed knees. You do get boot rotation. Ankles do move down. They do move up a little bit, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now, to measure out the height of this Captain America figure, you can see that he is standing close to 8 inches, right? I don't know, about a little over 7.5 inches tall, almost 8 inches. Then for a Marvel Select Captain America comparison, you can see we have the first classic Captain America, which I believe was a gift from Dakota Dillon. Is that who sent it to me? I've had it this whole time. Thank you so much. And then we have the more contemporary or ultimate looking Captain America right here. And you can see this new classic version fits right in between these two right here as far as the height goes. And then for an Avengers Marvel Select size comparison, you could see the new Captain America next to the spinning Mjolnir Thor. And then we have the Silver Centurion Iron Man and the Immortal Hulk. And I think these look awesome together. I still got to review the Silver Centurion Iron Man. I love this figure and never reviewed it. Do you still want to see that review? I was surprised to get as many views as I did on the Detroit Steel figure. So I'm thinking you guys might want to see a Silver Centurion review. Do ya? Let me know in the comment section below. And then here's the new Marvel Select Captain America next to the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Captain America. And I have the best damn viewers in the observable universe, of course. Juan, I'm going to show you a little size comparison with the shields. Taking these off right over here. And these shields are about the same size. So if you wanted to use this with your Marvel Legends figure, it might be a little tricky getting him to try to hold it, but if you wanted him to wear it, I don't know, does it, ooh, that came off. And that would work, man. I don't know. If you need a shield that doesn't have holes in it, I think this may look a little on the big side. It feels like it's about the same size as the one that came with the figure, though. Maybe this is just slightly larger, but I still think that looks really good. If you wanted that to happen, hey, you got yourself a shield. And the blue matches nicely with the blue right here on the legs, right? I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, if you wanted to use this shield for your Marvel Select, you could do that too. So if you wanted to put this Select figure in a situation where you could use some ricochet bullets and stuff like that, or effects and everything on the shield, you can clip it on there. And yeah, that wrist isn't too big, so that fits nicely. I don't see any stressing or anything on the clip. That'll work if you want to do that as well. No, as I was putting that back together, I did snap this little piece off right here, so I'll have to re-glue that, so be mindful. And then here's the new Captain America figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, Cap, does that letter on your forehead stand for affordable, right? Because it's so affordable to live in America? Huh? Ah! I'm not lost on the irony that I got this figure for free and I'm talking about affordability, but hey, it is true though, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope the video helps you in your purchase making decisions. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and big thanks to all of you for watching. And this figure is very cool. I really like it a lot. You know, I do have my complaints about it. I do think the proportions look a little bit weird. But I will say, with the harness and the belt on there, I do think the proportions do look a little better. It doesn't make the legs stand out as much to me. I don't know why, but it just looks a little bit better having those on there. So I may have them displayed with those straps on there. I think that was my favorite setup, having this contemporary look with the straps on there, of course the cowl on and everything. And I really love the interchangeable pieces. I love the amount of thought put into this figure. Like, there is a lot of care and thought put into the playability of it, being able to turn the shields around, making sure that we get that good head articulation in there. I wish we had butterfly joints. I wish we had more articulation, but Marvel Select is contractually obligated to only 16 points. You won't see any more than 16 points of articulation with their figures, so there are limitations there. But I think what they've had to work with and everything, I think they've done a fantastic job. I'm really, really happy with this figure. Whether it was for free or not, this was one that I would have had to have picked up regardless. And at the price point of around 30 to 35 bucks, yeah, they're getting up there. But still, I think at that price point, I'm going to give this new Captain America figure a Sun rating of... I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, and what display option is your favorite. That's another thing that's just really tricky, is kind of figuring out what the best display option is for you. I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Shot in your face.